Getting fired actually set me on the right track, and that's crazy to say. About a month ago, I made a video titled Storytime of How I Became a Second Class Citizen at My Own Job. Basically, I got fired for some stuff that I messed up on, and it was my fault. It's a whole thing. It's an hour-long video. You can watch it if you want to. But the point of this video is literally to say how I got fired. It literally changed how I think about life and how I think about money and how I think about responsibilities. It's crazy. It's legit facts when they say that you don't know what you got until it's gone, and that is what we're here to talk about today. Number one thing is that I watch self-help videos now. Now, of course, we've all watched a self-help video, but I actually follow through and keep going with that self-help. I don't just watch it and go on to the next thing. I actually implement the steps noted in the video, and I've been feeling better and doing better. I watched this video called Atomic Habits, and it's basically just different habits to actually form and how to make them the norm for you. So a good way to make a good habit the norm for you is by making it as easy as possible and also making it fun as well. And it's really cool, and I've learned that, and I've been implementing that strategy in my life. One good habit that I've been noting to form is going outside and getting fresh air. So I told myself, okay, I'm going to use 20 minutes of my time in my day to go outside and get fresh air and get sunlight. So some people go and take walks. I don't really like walks that much. So there's a basketball court right outside my apartment complex, and what I do is get my basketball. I go out there, shoot some hoops, and if I'm not really feeling like shooting some hoops, then I'll literally just walk around the court and dribble, and that's it. Because the goal is to get fresh air, and I am already achieving that goal just by being outside. I've been starting to work out as well, and the funny thing is, right in front of the court there is a gym, and it's 24 hours at my apartment, and I didn't use it for a good while, but here I am getting back to it, and since it's right by, I can just go and do that as well. And another good thing is, all you have to do is show up. That is literally half the battle. It's kind of like that G.I. Joe where they say knowledge is half the battle. Well, in the Atomic Habit thing, just showing up is half the battle. So me showing up to the basketball court is good so I can get outside. And then I want to work out as well. So just going to the basketball court, I'm already right there. I showed up. So now I'm usually going to go to the basketball court or the gym and get some iron pumped, maybe some push-ups, some sit-ups, something basic. And another thing is just don't do too much. Don't act like you need to be the bodybuilder pro. Like, no, we're not doing that. We're just showing up and we're just getting a little bit going. We're going to see our belly fat reduce on its own just by way of actually getting there and moving, and that's the only goal, bro. So small goals equal big rewards and big returns. And same thing with money. So I've actually been saving my money lately, but in different ways than what I thought. So what I was doing at first was saving money and just having it in my bank account, but I've actually been investing my money. That's how I save my money now. Now, of course, you want to have some money in your bank account, so don't spend everything on Uber Eats and all that dumb stuff. And I have been doing much better about that. Sometimes I do fall off, but this whole week I've been doing great. And part of the reason is because my job has actually been having food in the break room. So free eats is an easy way to not spend money, especially when the eats that they provide is pretty good. Like they had some freaking lasagna one day, and it wasn't for us, it was for the sales team. But we get their scraps. Hey, and the scraps taste pretty good. They had the salad, they had the lasagna, they had the pasta and cookies, and I will not complain. And cake. So I'm not complaining. Hey man, give me all the scraps, please. I'll go in it as long as it's not a trash can. I was literally about to say I'll go in the trash can. No, I won't. Just to call back to earlier, the whole reason I'm even doing these things is because I got fired. And the funny thing is, when I got fired, I had to think about why I got fired, and not just that, but also where my money's going to come from. And the fact that I got rehired helps a lot because obviously I'm getting my money back and I'm making money in the same place, and it's really good for me. So the whole thing is, okay, yeah, I got fired and I lost all that money, all of that 6 weeks that I was not working. Okay, that really hurt. That was over 4K. That was over $4,000 that I didn't have because I just didn't have a job. So what happens from that? I get my job back, I get my pay back, and what happens is, oh, I actually need to remember that I got fired and I could lose my job at any time. So with that being said, I need to make my money make something of itself instead of just spending it on Uber Eats, spending it on the next video game. And that's why it's so easy for me to say I'm not buying the Switch 2, because I got fired and I lost and I have been without. So to sit here and spend $500 on a console that I don't really feel like serves me, and I don't mean serves me in the sense of, oh, it gives me value, like, oh yeah, it's going to make me money. No, I mean like I just don't agree with the strings that Nintendo is pulling. So I won't buy that console, and I damn sure ain't gonna buy it after what I went through. So they can say, "Oh yeah, let's break your console." No, sir, you won't do that because I won't have your console. But hey, that's it. Neither here nor there, but it is a little bit related to the topic of saving money. Long story short, getting fired just made me more grateful for the stuff that I have. Even if I have just a 40-hour work week, then I'm grateful for that. Even if I only have that much money, at least I can pay my bills, pay my rent, and then save a little something on the side. And it also makes me think outside the box too, though, because like I said, if I only do have a 40-hour work week, then that means no overtime. That means that I will not have extra money to spend so much. So what am I going to do with that money? Not gonna lie, I ended up buying a One Piece. This new One Piece card just came out on May the 9th. This booster set, it's like the 25th anniversary for the anime, so they came out with the whole booster set for that. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna test my luck, and if I can get, look, man, I would love to draw a manga card that's $1,000, dude. I would gratefully sell it for 700. I would do that. Is that scalping? I don't know. But what I do know is that there are people who are drawing the manga cards and they are selling it for like $1,100. Bro, I will undercut them and make money and make someone else happy to get that card at such a lower price than usual. And they'll probably treasure that much more than I ever will, because I understand it's One Piece and it has like the different gears on the background in the manga, because that's literally what it is, a manga card. So it has like gear 4th, gear 2nd, and then he has his fist up when, like, I think it was the one where the Alabasta arc where Vivi was left behind, but they couldn't talk to her because they couldn't talk to her because the government was there. They didn't want the world government to be like, yeah, One Piece, Straw Hats, pirates, and the Vivi, princess of this land, are in cahoots with each other. We're going to take over her land and we're going to seize everything. So they couldn't actually talk to each other. So they put the fist in the air to let her know that that she is still a Straw Hat, that she is still with them. So it's like basically a really iconic scene in the manga. So that card has a lot of value. And for that reason, it has sentimental value, and obviously it's only like maybe going to be like 5 in the world or something. I don't know how many they have, but I do know that it's literally the rarest card that you could draw in that One Piece 25th anniversary set. So what I'm saying is that, yeah, I'm over here thinking about, yeah, what can I put my money into? And I like One Piece, the card game. I like to play it. So what can I put my money into that would actually make something and also give me some value for something that I like to do, but it's not a video game and it's not something that can just get taken away from me. So it gives me value because I like the One Piece card game. It's the only card game I actually play. I don't care for the Dragon Ball. I don't care for the Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't care for the Pokemon because I just don't care. But the One Piece, I love One Piece. I think the reason I like One Piece card games so much is because I actually know every single character in the show. And it's really simple to understand. And it makes you think, though. It's kind of like playing checkers, and not checkers, but it's kind of like playing chess, because you do have to think, certain effects, blah, blah, blah. Anywho, so yeah, I spent some money on that. And if I can get some nice, worthwhile cards, because some of these cards are $300, then I'll do it. So that's great for me. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to be the end of the video. I think I pretty much explained exactly what I'm talking about, how getting fired made me more grateful for the money that I do have, and also made me, I didn't even say this part, but I do invest in stocks now. So like, I'm not just throwing money to, gambling and stuff. I do have stocks now. I am in the crypto a little bit, but I was in there before I got fired. So yeah, I put my money in different areas, to where I think that I could get stuff going over time. And I watched this other video just recently today, and it was basically talking about how Warren Buffett became one of the richest people in the world. And it's because he started investing when he was literally 10 years old. And that compound interest is real legit stuff. So if you get 8% money extra over a year off of like even just $1,000, then over like the course of maybe 30 years, you're literally going to be a millionaire. I think you have like $11 million. And that's just assuming that you earned a profit of 8% extra on your current money every single year. So literally investing $1,000 a year, which is in hindsight is not a lot of money. $1,000 in 1 year, anybody can save that. I mean, you can work at McDonald's, bro. Save $1. $1. I don't know about $1 a check, but $10 a check. I'm not even going to say that. But what I will say is that you could work at McDonald's and save that money. $1,000 a year, we can all do that. So with that being said, I've been in the stock market. I didn't want to end the video without actually saying another interesting and smart thing that I have been doing. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you guys being here, man. Thank you for sticking with me through these topics, man. I'm just here to talk and to maybe spread some awareness and spread some intelligence and knowledge. So yeah, guys, tell me what you guys are interested in. If you guys have any good habits that I could use, anybody could use in the comments, bro. With that, it's been Yapala Gaming, and I am going to log out. Peace out, y'all.